What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode we made our way here to Akkala in the Akkala Ancient Tech Lab, and well, in this episode we mentioned in the last episode that the furnace here in the Akkala Ancient Tech Lab has also gone out, and so we're going to need to recover that. And so in between episodes I ran and grabbed a torch from the other stable here in Akkala, because I just happened to remember there being one over there. And actually I'm going to want to pull out the Master Sword, because once we get up here there should be a... Actually no, I think we defeated the Guardian, so he shouldn't still be there. At least not from what I can tell. Is my horse up here? I actually have no idea. No, he is. He should be up here, I believe. Yeah, he's just right up the road here. Apparently we're too far away, which is kind of strange, but oh well. So let's continue to make our way up here, and maybe this Guardian is actually gone. I don't think it respawns every time you come back to the area. I think it only respawns after every blood moon. Yeah, so we're safe for now. Actually I think he's behind this rock. Yeah, we're safe for now, so we're all good there. But I wanted to head up here and then actually glide over to the fountain, for the sake of it's quicker just to glide from up here and then head down there. Of course we are gonna have to run all the way back up, and we don't have to carry the torch the whole way. Like if we need to stop for like an defeated enemy, we have these torches that are scattered throughout our path on the way to here. Alright, so first things first, we might as well run off this little path here, which is going to lead us directly to the edge, in which we can see the torch for the flame, I believe. Yeah, right there. And you guys can see a shrine off in the distance, and we'll be going to get that soon, don't worry. And for a second I thought that was a Guardian, but no, it's just a Moblin. I might as well go ahead and take these guys out. They're right here, and they're fairly easy enemies now for us. Saying that as he gets absolutely just kicked in the face. And I almost died. That was almost bad as well. Alright, let's just take you out as quickly as possible. And then take out your skeletal friend here. Or don't. Okay, this should not be happening. Why am I doing so poorly right now? Alright, finally knocked you down and took your head out. Okay, great. Apparently we've not picked up a spiked Moblin club. That's good to know. Anyways, let's head right up here to the torch. And, excuse me, for a second, Alright, so let's grab this. And then we'll continue to make our way all the way back up over there. And, no, there's no way that we can, like, shoot. Well, actually, I wonder if you could somehow take this torch to the edge of, like, the area right here. Light a flame or something on, or light an arrow on fire is what I'm trying to say, and then shoot it in such a way that it actually reaches all the way over. But I doubt that would happen, because I just doubt it. We could throw this though. We could throw it off the ledge, or don't, and just take a lot of damage. But hey, we made it down to the bottom, so it's okay. And of course we'll be able to heal, you know, if we need to a little bit later on. Most of these guys are asleep. I don't think we can do anything without climbing this. So let's throw the torch over. Then run and grab it. And wow, there's a flame keys over here for some reason. Alright, you go grab your little stick and whatnot. I'm just going to run right by you and not even worry about you. Alright, so which direction we need to go? We actually need to head... Probably, yeah, definitely just head this way. So, yeah, throw this over the wall, climb over, and oh wow, that's actually really close to the water. That could have been really bad, actually. But we're safe, so no need to worry there. This actually isn't nearly as long as I remember if you just jump off, but make sure you have enough health to do so, or then again, I guess Mipha's Grace will come to your aid, but I'd rather not use Mipha's Grace unless absolutely necessary. Then again, you tend to not need it. Yeah, I'm just going to avoid you for a second, buddy, while I go and light this torch. Just quit following me. And oh, geez, there's a moblin here now too. Alright, what if I just keep running and just leave you guys in my dust? I think we should be okay if we do that. Alright, so where did we come out at? We're just below, actually, yeah, we're already here. Yeah, there's the, okay, sweet. Now I know where we are. And yeah, you can't sprint with the torch out. I believe I mentioned this way back when we were doing the Hateno version of this little quest here. Yeah, you're not going to be able to sprint, because if so... wow. You're joking. Oh geez, yeah, so that tends to happen a lot in this region, and if that's the case, our last lit torch was way down here. So yeah, we're gonna have to run all the way down here, and then wait it out till morning in order to... Alright, let's fight this guy, how about it? And, you know what guys, I'm gonna find a campfire, or I'm gonna try to set up a campfire or something somewhere, and kind of wait out the rain, and once we do that, we'll be back to, I'll cut back when, the rain has stopped. So, either I'll light a campfire, or, the rain will stop, and I'll see you guys then. Alrighty guys, so as you see, the rain has stopped, but we have a very short amount of time before we can actually get this flame all the way back up to the tech lab. And so we're going to be kind of quick. And so what I did is I just ran down to the stable. And you can carry the blue flame down there. There's torches down there, and there's a side quest in which you can take the torch to a lady who's sitting by one of the torches. Same thing is in the Hateno region as well. There's one side quest in which you bring the blue flame to a lady sitting by the torch, and she'll give you like a prize, I think. But we're not going to do that. Instead, I just want to go ahead and get this flame all the way up here. But I ran down there, slept till morning. It was still raining, but it restored my health for like only 20 rubies, so not too shabby. And that's just the regular beds. And so if you're in the, if you head to the, okay, that was a little strange. Luckily, we just lit the torch. But like I was saying, if you are at a stable or anything like an inn or anything, and they ask you for a regular bed, it costs 20 rubies, and then usually the other will cost like this. There we go. And now we can warp here also. A Kala Ancient Tech Lab has been added to your map as a travel gate. Alright, so that does that, and this flame will always be lit, so you can always use it whenever you'd like. But like I was saying, use the regular bed, it restores your health. If you get the soft bed, or like whatever kind of bed it calls for, that's like double the price, I think you get extra hearts out of it. But anyway, let's talk to Robbie. You, Link. Listen up, My darling Cherry's back to normal. Such is the power of love. My love made Cherry well again. Actually, that just lit the furnace. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, quite. Now then, please take this as a gift of my gratitude now that Cherry is fixed. And he'll give us 3 ancient arrows. They are made using secret Sheikah technology. With the addition of my upgrades, they have morphed into anti-calamity weapons, so to speak. Needless to say, they are an incredibly powerful type of ancient soldier gear. I like to call them ancient arrows. In addition to ancient arrows, Cherry can make all kinds of ancient soldier gear. If you're looking to acquire some, give your ancient materials and rupees to Cherry. Rupees? Did you hear that? Ah, forgive me, Link. Ever since the fall of Hyrule, we haven't had much in the way of funds for our research. That's why I thought you might be willing to help us out. With rubies, lots of them. I beg of you. Then let's do it, The 2 of us, as soon as possible. Yes, let's conquer the calamity, Alright, sure thing, and yeah, Robbie's research is complete. But let's talk to Cherry here. Hey, beep. Familiar name missing. Insert material and rubies. So yeah, we can buy ancient arrows for so many rubies, and like gear. And then we can also buy like the ancient sword, ancient shield, blade saw, spear, an ancient bow. None of this stuff is particularly like very good, I would say, other than maybe the ancient gear, which kind of gives you resistance to guardians, but it's kind of super expensive, and we'll need extra rubies for that. But I'll definitely come back and like try to show off some of the gear. I've never used the ancient bow, but it actually looks pretty good. It does some nice damage, but it only shoots one arrow, of course. And we can get some better bows a little bit later on. But one thing I do want to grab is exchange for some ancient arrows. Actually, let's just... Yeah, okay, so you can only ever do it like this, one at a time. And there's actually a discount, I believe, if you do it like this. Let's just grab like 10 ancient arrows, just like that, and I think we'll be good. Thank you for your time. Come again. WAP, familiar name missing. Yeah, so the robot doesn't know your name, so it just says familiar name missing, which is kind of funny. And oh, they have guardians out here, which is kind of weird and creepy, not gonna lie. Anyway, what I want to do next is go shrine hunting, because that's literally just about all we can do now in this area anyway. And I want to head all the way down over here, over the water and the ocean. And that wind is actually really strong, not gonna lie. And I want to make my way... Actually, I think the wind blows really strong in order to make sure that Link doesn't land up top on this maze kind of thing. And yeah, there are guardian drones searching all over this thing. And yeah, they're running all over the roof, and they'll spot you pretty easily if you get up there. Luckily, it's not too hard to avoid, I should say. Yeah, but I think the wind blows just for the sake of not allowing Link to land up top. They want you to land down in the bottom in order to like complete it the correct way, I guess. But we're not really down for that now, are we? Alright, so once we land inside, we should get a cutscene. You who have reached this point, proceed onward through the maze, and you will receive a reward. And this is the trial of the labyrinth. And yeah, if we walk forward, there's a guardian. Yeah, and he's gonna come running right at us. Alright, let's see if we can parry the attack or not. Yeah, so if you parry the attack of the guardian, they actually do quite a bit of damage. And wow, we just knocked this guy over. That's pretty cool, actually. And yeah, they'll kind of start to freak out as well. And you can chop the legs off, and yeah, if you hit them enough, they're just kind of fall over like that, and then kind of start flailing away with their they'll kind of just start flailing away with their lasers and stuff. It's pretty funny, actually. They kind of like freak out, I guess. And we got a bunch of ancient gear from that, which is really good considering kind of what we need it for. Alright, so yeah, if we come up here, you realize the gate's not really open. There's no more guardians here, are there? No. But what I want to do is use Rivali's Gale and get up just as high as we possibly can. Oh, there's a fairy in there. It's not bad. And oh, geez, it's raining. Can I use Rivali's Gale right here on the edge, then? Yes, I can. Sweet. Alright, so now the only question is how to get inside this thing. That is the real question here. Oh, geez, that was probably a mistake. Okay, we made it. I actually don't remember the entrance to this shrine labyrinth either. Wow, we almost died just then. Or, not really, but you get what I mean. Maybe is it around back here? Probably not. I don't want to use my last of Rivali's Gale. I really actually do not remember at all. It is a blessing shrine, of course, but I don't remember how to get inside. Actually, I think it's on this side. Yeah, I was using, okay, so, like, I don't know everything always, so, of course, I'm gonna use, like, things like, oh, geez, Link. Okay, now we're in trouble. And we took some damage just then, that's not great. Alright, what's in this chest, then? Royal Broadsword. Not bad. Actually, no, it is on the other side, isn't it? Yeah, it is, actually. Alright. Jeez. I think we may be able to make it up to the top. Yes. Okay, no, it is actually on the other side. I forgot where I was, so, yeah, I actually did see the entrance, and for a second I thought it may be it, but I wanted to double check on the other side as well, just to make sure it wasn't, like, symmetrical. And yeah, generally those guys don't come near, like, this side of the labyrinth, so you don't have to worry about that. But the entrance is actually right down there, I believe. I believe this is it right here. Yes, it is. Alright, so we climb up there, then run up here. And then, okay, not through there, maybe go up and around. Yes, okay, so we continue up and around. Yeah, there's some keys in here. Not too hard to deal with, you know, just one blade. Grab the key swing, and it should be right here on our right once we enter this area here. Yeah, there we go. And here we are at the shrine. It's pretty simple. That's pretty much how you deal with all of them. And it's generally not hard to get there. Like, all the other stuff on the outside's pretty useless. So if you want to do it the correct way, you want to walk in, and as soon as you hit see those 6 pillars in the middle, avoid the guardian, take a left. But don't go into like the maze area just yet. Go to the left side of the pillars. Go all the way to the wall against like kind of where I went before I used Rivali's Gale the first time. And then from there, go into the maze from like that wall, and then you literally just take like rights. You go right like 3 times, and then take a left, and then you just follow the path, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, it's probably better if I like showed it, but I'm not going to because that's just like a waste of time. So it's not really that important. But now that we've done this part of the trial and whatnot, I believe there was just outside this was a like hole in the ground that has or like it was more like a kind of a trap door that had bars over it, so we couldn't really do anything about it. Or we couldn't get in yet, like right here in front of us. Yeah, and see now there's a wind gust right here. And now we can go all the way down to the bottom. But once we do, you're going to want to be extremely careful, because every single one of these guardians in here, or almost every single one of them, is active. And they will target onto you, and they will hit you. Alright, so inside this chest is actually just a diamond circlet. We actually want this chest over here. Yeah, you got like a bunch of freaking guardians in here. They're all targeting onto us. Alright, Link. It's generally safer just to run. Side by side, and here we go. Here is the EX chest, the one we're looking for, and inside of it is the travel medallion. This mysterious tool was made using forgotten ancient technology. Place it by opening your pouch and registering your current location as a travel gate. And I'm about to die if I don't warp away, but luckily we can do that. And since we've got this travel medallion, there is one thing that I want to do. We're going all the way back to, and yeah, that gives us a side quest that's completed. And that was one of the mini side quests that we got as soon as we started up the game, and kind of, yeah, just started up the game, really. And that's really all I have to say about that. Alright, but I want to head over to this shrine because it's the closest to the one shrine that we can't get without a blood moon. And so basically what I want to do is kind of set up the travel medallion where we need to complete that shrine quest. And oh my gosh, there's a bird like on the pedestal. And wow, I just pull up the sword and swing. That's actually pretty cool, actually. The way the bird was just like chilling there. Alright, so the pedestal is way down there, and ooh, actually there's silent princesses here. I'll take those. And now we glide. And you'll see the pedestal once we get over here. Actually, I think no, just the shrine should be on top of one of those little mushroom platform things. But the pedestal, yeah, you can probably just barely see it hanging out of the ground down there. Is waiting for us. And I just want to set the travel medallion like on top of it, and then so in case we see there's a blood moon coming, we can quickly change Link into the clothes that we need to activate it, and then activate the shrine by teleporting there. And of course time will pass while we teleport, so it'll be instantaneous. And yeah, that was kind of my plan from the beginning once I found out, like, because usually you don't really figure out there's a blood moon unless you're, like, actively looking for it in the sky. And yeah, this is a shrine quest by Cass, and I'm not going to try to climb up that mushroom-looking thing here, because it's just generally not something it's just not helpful for us. We already know what's going to happen. He's just going to sing a song. Yeah, we place it here, and then now we can warp there whenever we want. So we can travel medallion, you can travel. Pretty simple. And so now we want to do that whenever we need. Alright, so now back to Akala. Cass will just tell us something about, like, I believe he says, like, you know, just stand in, like, a certain outfit, which is really actually just Link being nude, but we won't talk about that part, I guess. And so that's that for the travel medallion. That's like the only thing I wanted to get there, and that's really it for that area, to be honest. There's nothing else we really need to do. And so the next shrine I want to get is actually the one we saw off in the distance, because once we go there, it'll actually give us an area that we can head to. And actually, you know what? No, because I don't want to go over that way. I was thinking about heading off into, like, this upper region here to grab something that would be useful for this shrine quest down here. For this shrine, it's placed, like, right in here. But there's actually a much simpler method for that. So, like I mentioned in the last episode, I believe, that shrine should... Actually, why don't we warp to the Akala Ancient Tech Lab? Alright, so that shrine should be, you need Dinral's scale, which means you have to find Dinral and shoot him on somewhere in the body other than his face, or like one of his claws, or his horn. Or horns, I'm not sure how many horns he exactly has. But you need to shoot him. And he does appear over there at a certain time of day, and you can, like, in there, like, behind that region that we haven't explored yet, can reach him. But you can also just warp all the way over to this stable here, the Tabantha Bridge stable, sleep until morning or use a campfire, and then at 7 a.m. run to the bridge because he's going to be flying right underneath. Shoot him, jump down in the valley, grab his scale, and then literally just warp back here and then make your way to the shrine. It's pretty simple, and that's generally what you're going to want to do. And that's what I'll be doing, but I probably won't, like, do it on, well, no, I probably will do it on camera just to show you guys, like, that it's legit. And maybe he may not always spawn over there. And why is the wind blowing me away? Wind, don't do this. I actually need to climb up this cliff before it starts to rain, because that could be bad. Alright. Just take you out, because I don't need you bothering me by blowing, like, you know, howling. And I don't know if you've ever seen it, those guys actually do attack you. I mean, pretty sure that was self-explanatory, but I just thought I'd go ahead and say it anyway. Alright, so the first things first, we want to head to this shrine over here. And while we're over here, we should meet an interesting character at best. That's really about the only way I can explain him. Is just, he's a very interesting character. We shouldn't meet him while we're over here. And I believe you have to meet him up here before you'll see him anywhere else. What's this for? Probably... nothing. I'm worried that I may get a Korok seed out of this if I do this. Okay, no. Okay, so I was very worried for a second that I was just gonna get a random Korok seed, and oh, there's a Lionel here. Might as well take him on then, I guess. Hit him with bomb arrows. Oh, he's got a spear, which generally is like the worst of the Lionel items or weapons and whatnot. And he's got probably a good bow, but that's probably about it. Master Sword's running low on energy, which isn't good. Alright, so now that we've done that, alright, so what can we use now that's a little bit stronger? The Mighty Lionel Sword that we have now. I kind of want to save that though. Ancient Battle Axe. Come on, buddy, getting close. Don't be a pansy.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Apparently I did not get the dodge then. Yeah, we've not used Urbosa's Fury much. Especially in fights like this, it's kind of useful. Alright, you know what? I'm done dealing with you, dude. Get ready to be warped into obliteration. Yeah, like instant obliteration, like just gone. That's how strong ancient arrows are, in case I haven't showed that off yet. Yeah, pretty freaking powerful. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it'll pretty much take any enemy and warp, like, obliterate them instantly. Minus Guardians. Guardians will not be obliterated, though it will do, like, I think it does kill them instantly, but it doesn't, like, actually, like, just obliterate them like did with the Lionel and whatnot. And it works well on bosses as well, but it doesn't insta-kill them, of course, but it does a lot of damage. And they're good for the Calamity Ganon fight, though I don't really recommend trying to farm them, because they're really hard to find. Unless you can just stack up a bunch of rubies and ancient gear, then by all means, go for it and use them. I'd recommend something more just like your regular arrows, because most of your damage is going to be done with the Master Sword anyway, because it's going to be your best damage output when fighting things like that. As you can see, the shrine's kind of up on like a hill kind of thing here, so we're going to need to get some height and then glide to it. And it's raining as well, so we're going to make sure we definitely get enough height, because if we don't, we're kind of screwed. No, okay, of course you guys want to show up. This is why I hate running around at nighttime in this game, because these monsters just randomly show up. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to why they show up, they just do. At least from what I've found, they just show up and then just like are there to ruin your entire day. Alright, and yeah, the guy that we're going to meet is somewhere around here. You may be able to see him if you're looking closely. I'm not going to point him out, just let you guys kind of look for yourselves and see if you can see him. But anyway, here is the shrine, and we're going to be grabbing this shrine, of course, first before we head on to him. This is a Zuna Kai shrine, and I don't actually remember what this one entails, so we might as well head inside and see. But the character that we're about to meet is definitely a strange one. Oh, is this really just a blessing shrine? Okay then, there's probably a shrine quest involved with this then. Actually, yes, the guy that we saw back in, okay, that's not really that useful. We'll just leave that here then. But the guy we saw back in the East Akala stable, just south of the Akala Ancient Tech Lab, the one who had the speech bubble saying, nothing to report here, with like the kind of headgear on, the knight headgear on. He speaks about a strange man who's at Skull Lake, and well, we just so happen to be right above Skull Lake, and I think he may give you this shrine quest as well as a side quest involving this person that we're going to go talk to in just a moment. But he talks about a strange figure at the bottom of Skull Lake, and if you look at your map, you will see that the lake here is actually in the shape of a skull, and so therefore I believe it's called like Skull Lake or something. Yeah, Skull Lake. Alright, luckily it's not thundering, or else we'd be kind of screwed. Anyway, if you were looking hard enough, yeah, there was a kind of tent thing down here waiting on us. And this guy down here also has some pretty interesting side quests for us. But we have to meet him here first, and so let's check it out. Hoo-yug! Oh, it's just a Hylian. Who are you? Me? My name's Kilton. I suppose you're here because you heard I was opening a monster shop, and you wanted to see it for yourself. A monster shop? Yes, I'm opening a monster shop called Fang and Bone, but I'm still preparing for my grand opening. Here's my business card. Fang and Bone. Come see old Kilton for the most monstrous deals in all of Hyrule. I'm going to need that card back. It's the only one I have. Anyway, are you into monsters? Actually, I hate them. I see. That's unfortunate, but not entirely unexpected. Although it saddens me to know I truly am all alone in this world. Who? Ah, it's just you. You startled me. So, you're really not into monsters? Well, actually for you, I like them. How much do you like them? Oh, I adore monsters. I love monsters more than you do. Sorry. I did it again. I just love the field of monster research so much that I decided to open a shop all about monsters. I call it Fang and Bone. Yeah, you already said that. I travel around Hyrule in search of rare and exciting monster parts, but I'm not sure which village I should visit next. Kakariko Village or Hatena Village. The Rito Village and Zor's Domain are also good options. I suppose I could go all the way to Gerudo Town or Lurnil Village. But, yeah, we've not visited one of those, and that's, Lurnil, or Lurlin, that's what I want to say, Lurlin Village. But Lake Akala is much closer. Rawr, I'm so excited I can hardly contain myself. I can't just sit around while there are monsters to be studied. I'm off. I'm sure we'll meet again in some village during the night. Fare thee well. And yeah, he just leaves. Link looks shocked. Like, how did he leave so fast? Alright, anyway, so let's go ahead and work back here, and then we can head off towards the next shrine. But yeah, so to visit him once more, we'll need to head to any of the villages that we visited so far, minus Lurnell Village, or Lurlin Village, there we go. Because we haven't quite visited that place yet. He won't visit one village that we haven't quite made it to yet. Because it's really hot there, obviously. And if you couldn't tell, that village is, if I look, yeah, that village is up there somewhere. It's really hot, and it's not a whole lot of fun. But anyway, we could head off to the next shrine, but I think I'm going to save that for the next episode. So if you guys like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. And yeah, you will only meet Kilton at night, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.